Dearest love, he stopped the minivan and checked the roadworthy certificate, and it had expired for almost 2 years, and he needed to do his job. The driver already knew, and he was confident there would be no problem, for in the front seat sat a priest, and in the third row of the back was a policeman. And so he went out to talk to the policeman that had stopped him and made a peace offering. The policeman looked to the offering and asked what it was for, and that he was to tell the passengers to get down and drive to the station. In the bus, some had already condemned the police with their taking bribes and just wasting people's time. They did it undertone when they realized one of them among them. He insisted that the driver tells his passengers to get down and find them a car, for he was not going to allow a danger as his to carry innocent lives. When time was going, the policeman in the bus called his fellow and told him he should consider, and that he was late for duty and he should do his brother a favor. But he just walked away and shouted to one of his colleagues who had stopped another bus and asked if there was space inside. And when they said yes, he asked for the policeman to get down and get into the other bus. The policeman in the bus was trying to plead, but the one doing his job just smiled and said he should hurry to the other bus. The priest came in and pleaded that he should allow them to go, for they all had urgent business to attend to, and he only wrote out a ticket and replied, "I don't think you can explain your urgency to the dangers that can befall you if this car breaks down due to unworthiness, would you? Or would death exempt you because you are having urgent business?" He forced everyone down. None of his colleagues could convince him otherwise, and he suffered insults. But it did not take long, just about 15 minutes, and he was vindicated. The driver had driven off very angry indeed, heading towards the station. He was just out of sight from the checkpoint, and he was speeding when one of the axles broke. It hit the ground and turned the vehicle, and it somersaulted many times. The driver had been thrown out of the vehicle because he had no seat belts. When the car landed on him, he had no chance, and so went his mate. What had happened could have happened with all the 16 people on board, and then it would not just have been 2 souls lost. Doing what is right is not easy. Even those who should know better would push you to the well. But persist in doing right, for your reward is coming. If the world hates you, just remember that it has hated me first. If you belonged to the world, then the world would love you as its own. But I choose you from this world, and you do not belong to it. That is why the world hates you. Remember what I told you. Slaves are not greater than their master. If people persecuted me, they will persecute you too. If they obeyed my teaching, they will obey yours too. But they will do all this to you because you are mine, for they do not know the one who sent me. John chapter 15, verse 18 to 21. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. K.